This wine is made by a company called Vintai, and they are a collective of young professionals who have a huge interest in wine, and they have built and established wineries across Spain. They started by reinvigorating a winery in Rioja called Lopez de Haro in about 2000, early 2000, maybe 2004. I can't quite remember exactly, doesn't really matter. And the success of them has been in the very consistent stylistic message they have, but also really high quality and very, very smart labelling and packaging. Now, you can't say that someone is successful just because of the packaging, not if you're going to credit them as being good winemakers. So one thing doesn't rule out the other, but also I don't think you can just stand on one leg if your one leg is marketing. Does it help if you've got a better leg than one than the other? Well, maybe. Well, Lionel Messi is better with his left foot, isn't it? This is from their winery in Toro, which is in the northwest of Spain, right? So not quite far northwest, but if you take Madrid in the middle, there's Portugal, Madrid in the middle, it's up kind of here. And Toro is really interesting because it's the River Toro, which for most of the year is not a river at all, it's just an empty bed of dried earth. And it is right next to a region called Rueda, which you might know for its white wines, which is high up in altitude. And then down it comes, because what goes up must come down, and it comes down into, oh, that's the riverbed of the Toro. And actually that valley is where this stuff comes from. So Rueda grows lovely Verdejo and bit of Sauvignon Blanc up in the top, and on its plains that are high up. And then as it goes down, it forms this valley, and that's where the Toro River is. And they grow loads and loads of Tempranillo, only because they are regional Spaniards, they call it something else. They call it Tinta del Toro. Nice. So that's what this is made of. And there are 3 wines in this particular family. Well, I think there might be 4 or 5, but there are 3 reds that we do. And this is the youngest of them, of the chaps. I don't think it's the same guy that's gone through a filter. I think it is 3 different fellows. But this chap, it represents the youngest of the vines. Now, younger vines doesn't mean lower quality, but typically older vines means better quality. So this is a slightly fresher, juicier version, with very much the same kind of flavour message as the other wines. It is lots and lots of over-ripe strawberries and dark, powerful, earthy nuances as well. It doesn't see much oak, and the oak that it does see is all 2nd or 3rd use barrels. So there isn't much new oak influence of vanilla or coffee or chocolate. That said, you do get some of that anyway, that lovely spiciness, because that's what comes with this quality of Tempranillo fruit. It's alcoholic. It's over 14%, certainly, but that shouldn't worry you because it's so well balanced. Like, it is really beautiful, quite crunchy and fresh in terms of its palate, but there's a lovely depth of smooth texture underneath that. I think it's cracking, and a very, very good alternative to Tempranillo from Spain that doesn't come from Rioja or Ribera del Duero, and is certainly particularly good value.